Surprisingly, yes. And surprisingly, we are live. Hi, everyone. This is my bullying broadcast, broadcast or whatever. I'm just nervous. And I have my co-host, Nate. And
what's up, peeps?
And I'm supposed to have Allison and Shayla come, but I haven't heard anything yet. So we are going to start. And if they come, they come. And yeah, I'm hoping they show up.
Yep.
But yeah, I actually first wanted to start out this thing by doing a little bit of an experiment. I want Nate, you got a piece of paper?
No, and I'm really comfortable, so I really don't want to get up.
Okay, everyone besides Nate, I want everyone to get a piece of paper. It could be any kind of paper. It could be a notepad paper or big, small, I don't care. I want you to take this piece of paper. This is gonna have a good ending to it, a good explanation to this, I promise. I want you to take this piece of paper and I want you to crumble it up like this. I want you to crumble it up as hard as you can. And now I got it like this. That's the end of the thing. Okay. Just kidding. No, what we do next is I want you guys to unravel the paper. But I did mine too hard. Unravel the paper. Like so. And now the next thing I want you guys to do is flatten it. I want you to get rid of these curves, these edges, these markings. I want you to get rid of them, flatten them. And what do you say to that, Nate?
I don't know what this experiment's.
You know how you bully someone and it leaves scars behind? Look what we did to this piece of paper. It's the same example.
Okay.
This is the bully victim. We're the bullies. And the amount of bullying that we cause, it causes creases, scars for life. And we cannot set it back to the way it was. And that was our first experiment for this broadcast.
There's gonna be more?
Yeah, we're also gonna light Nate on fire. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're not doing that. We are not lighting anybody on fire.
No, but next I wanted to show you guys a video. It just surfaced, and I want you guys to think about this very carefully because some of these people are not doing anything, but one person did only after 5 seconds, and the rest are just standing there by bystanders. So hold on, if I can get this to work. It's not working. Share screen's not working.
It should.
It's not. I feel like a dummy now.
Don't feel that way. Just move your it might be behind your thing and see if it's showing up.
I'll get back to that later. Oh wait, it did come up. It was just behind it, this stupid thing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but you know. We all make mistakes. I mean, come on.
It's fine. But I'm trying to fix that mistake. So hold on. If only I could get this right. because I'm already making a few mistakes. Last year I did so well on this. Here we go.
Okay.
Can everybody see that?
I can.
Okay. This video went viral once it hit the internet. This was like maybe a few weeks ago, but I want you to watch and take this in.
It starts to an unsuspecting teen, then the first punch. Despite dozens standing around, he'll land 5 more blows before a classmate comes to the rescue, throwing the aggressor to the ground.
It really broke my heart.
Like most other parents at Cosumnes Oaks High School, Ebony Jones just learned what happened.
Just to see the pain on the boy's face was very terrible. It's an uncomfortable thing to watch, and something that we were very concerned about.
Public Information Officer Xanthi Pinkerton with the Elk Grove Unified School District says school leaders are taking action.
Not only just to follow through with the investigation, but to make sure students understand that this is something that is of concern, and definitely the disciplinary actions are following.
Some parents say it's about respect.
We see it on the news too nowadays. You know, there's all kinds of things happening, going on. So it doesn't look good for us in our community and our kids around here at school.
Others say it's about making good choices.
I raised my children to be very protective of anybody that they know, and bullying is not acceptable at all. And it hurts to know that somebody at this school, did that to another student.
As the school faces this tough incident, students are even taking action and speaking out. This is a clip from today.
The thing about that is when the kid punched the other kid, this was the shocking thing to me. He didn't know that person. So you just punch someone for no good reason. You just bully someone that you don't even know.
All right. Well, can I put my little spiel in here?
Okay. Because it's about debating as well.
Excuse my language. Excuse my language, but that is very, very fucking terrible that somebody would do something like that. Just because, I mean, the thing is, okay, what really ticks me off the most with this, excuse my language, like I said before, is that, well, okay, not ticks off, pisses me off, is because, when the faculty members of schools are called out, like the principals and everything, like through news and everything, then they start speaking up about it. Because let me state the fact, okay?
I agree with you.
When it involves the media, they're going to start saying crap. They're going to start saying stuff. And what really makes me mad is that why do you say something now? Why do you oh, well, there's a camera in front of my face. Well, we're going to take care of it. Don't say you're going to take care of something when there's a camera right in your face trying to get it out of you. You take care of it right away. I mean, that's the problem. It's like, oh, just ignore them. And when somebody's like beating on a kid, another kid's, and it just baffles me that, this happens,
Mm-hmm. There was one kid that actually stopped it after 5 seconds.
Exactly. And the thing is, the way I see it is, why is that? Why do people do that stuff? Why beat up on somebody because they're different? Or why just randomly doing it just because you think it's funny? And, picking on somebody that's, it's just not right.
I used to ask myself all the time when I used to get bullied.
I mean, the way I see it is, you see, and, okay, now this is kind of the topic of the bullying, all right? You know how we have a lot of depressing things happen in schools, right?
Yes, and it's been increasing every year since.
Right. Like for instance, we have shootings, we have suicides and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is because nobody does anything about it. They do not, that's the problem. It affects people differently, and the thing is, like, with all these like shootings we hear about, and not just not just that. I mean, suicides is a big deal too. Sorry, my nose is itching. That's why I'm scratching it. But it's upsetting because a kid would end its life because they're thinking, well, what am I doing here? Why am I still alive? What purpose do I have in this world? Do I have anything? Am I that important in this world? And that's why people, go towards the point. It's like, or like when people like do a shooting too, when people are shooting people. This
The
is what
most
also,
common one is the Columbine shooting.
and I think what really makes me upset is that just picking on the littlest people and to think that there's not going to be any consequences. There will be.
No, I think what's going on is that they know that there are consequences, but they think they can hide behind stuff. But at the end of the day, you can't hide behind anything anymore. You got to be ready to take responsibility for your actions. You can't hide behind a screensaver or like my thing. Like you can't hide behind a picture online. You can't blame someone else for what you did. At the end of the day, your actions are what got you in trouble.
Yeah, and I just think that it's horrible, and it's terrible.
Well, actually, it kind of brings up the topic of the new Power Rangers trailer we saw. That's not your typical kids show. They're obviously going to make it towards a teen movie, probably a PG-13 movie. And there was one part of the let me see if I can get this thing back up again. There was one part of the trailer that kind of got me a little bit, that I knew that this was not going to be your ordinary Power Rangers movie. Was I saw Trini's logger. It had this graffitied on it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You see stuff like that in high school because they just it's sick. That people would like put stuff like that down on somebody's locker, and I'm glad they're taking this to that point, explaining there are bullies out there. There are people that will treat people like that because they're different, and like I said, it's terrible.
I think in this movie, what they're trying to show is that that they didn't show in the original series, that most of the teenagers are being bullied because of the actions that they did.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Jason, he made a fatal mistake and now he's paying for it. If you read his character descriptions in the website, then you have Kimberly, who also has to go to detention. We don't know for what reason yet, but she got bullied by her friend. I don't know.
Team.
Her team. I think they're team members. I shouldn't say friends.
Teammates, and that's not what this. I mean, they're gonna cover these kind of things. They're gonna cover the whole bullying aspect and everything, and
which is actually one of the reasons why I'm excited to see this movie. I want to see how they want to approach this.
Yeah, but you gotta remember though, they're not. I mean, that's not the only. I mean,
I know
it's gonna be it's not gonna be fully covering all that. It's their origin story of how they meet and what they went through in high school and all that.
I know, but it also
it's still I know. But what I'm trying to say is, it's still a Power Rangers movie. But the fact is, I get what you're saying.
It's not something, because nowadays we don't teach our kids about that in our TV shows anymore. We used to back in the 80s and 90s, probably in the 70s too, I don't know. But nowadays, we want to let our kids hide behind like the comfort of safety and all that kind of stuff. And I'm saying to myself,
Exactly.
Why are we still doing that?
Right.
But let me get out of this. But anyway, trying to think of, because I'm trying to think of a personal story of myself getting bullied. In fact, believe it or not, I still get criticized to this day because I'm autistic. Just by random people. No matter who they are, I'm always judged. It's like, if you're autistic, that's your label, and I gotta live with it.
Right. But, Amanda, let me point this out. Just because you have a disability, you're autistic, that is, you're definitely human. You're still human. You're not, you've got disability.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I've said, nobody's perfect. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at my Facebook, look here, do things at once. But
it's called multitasking.
Yeah, it's fun. People should try it. But it, like I said, with you being in the group of LR4, and I know that you deal with, certain things, some things that just come up that upset you.
I get that from my mother.
Oh, well, let's not talk about that here. That's just my advice, to not talk about that kind of thing. So, but here, but the thing is, like, let me give you an example. When something happens, this is kind of an example. When something happens in the fandom, and it kind of makes you lose a little faith in the fandom,
mm-hmm.
or makes you look at somebody in a different way.
That's true.
You got to understand
that people change.
Yeah, we're not all, we're still. That's what LR4 is all about. We stick together. We're a team, and we go through. We stick by each other.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's the thing is with bullying, and we've all been through that. We've all been treated like we were nothing. We were a bunch of little nerds or something like that.
Yet we still are, to be honest with you.
But that's the thing. You should always be proud of what you do, what you like. Be proud. Don't let anybody ever tell you anything different.
If we can take control of our flaws, know what our flaws are, no one can use them against us.
But the point is, everybody has flaws.
Yeah, but if we know our flaws and accept them, no one can use us against us.
Exactly. But my point is, everybody's got flaws. Nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We are born differently and unique. And, that's what we should teach people, that,
Which kind of brings up sorry.
That's okay, go ahead.
Kind of brings up our next topic, bullying debating. I actually have a website, I'm going to do the screencast again, of people debating about bullying. Take a look at this. Can bullying be stopped? The ones on the left side are yes. The ones on the right side are no. 37% of people say yes. 63% of people say no. So let's start off with the top one for yes. Stop this, please. More than 13,000 teens commit suicide every month. That's over 140,000 teens every year, and we shouldn't have to stop this at Amanda Todd. I mean, isn't that enough? This is so wrong. People should take bullying children seriously, because it could happen to one of your kids someday. I mean, it's true. We did have the Amanda Todd case, and that was a little bit heartbreaking because she actually posted a video of what happened to her through her life. And she posted that video online, and then days later, she committed suicide. Do you remember that case?
Yeah, I think they did a Lifetime movie on that too, didn't they?
I don't know, but I got a book on my book.
Well, was that the wait? Hold on, Amanda Todd. Was that the one where she was convicted of killing?
No,
her
this is a
roommate?
this is a different Amanda.
Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. I was thinking
Two different Amandas. Now, if you go on your right side, let's go to one that says no, bullying can't be stopped. I'm gonna choose this one. It goes against nature's law. Eliminating bullying is a fight against millions of years of evolution, which allowed us humans to come to the top of the food chain pyramid. Who is this person? Fighting it is the same as
oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
the lady of
Hi,
the
guys.
Hi, the lady of the hours, Allison.
Hi, guys.
Oh my God! Hi.
Guys, I am so sorry. I think I sent you an Instagram like an hour ago saying I haven't heard from you.
No, I sent. It's my fault. I should have been more on top of this. I'm such a klutz on preparing stuff. But
This is
yeah, this is a surprise.
It's
What?
hold on, Allison, you're breaking up. Oh, I love this. I love this.
We were just talking about the food on the top of the food chain of bullying, and then
Now, hold on.
all the things that happen.
Yeah.
guys,
just let you know when this.
There you are.
Oh. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. I'm right here. Hey. Wow. The trio is back together.
Yay!
It's my dad's 70th birthday today.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, well,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your father.
So, and it's my husband's 50th on Thursday, so I've just been running around in meetings and all that, but I'm like, I am determined to talk to you guys. And
there's no need to apologize.
It's like I'm probably sweaty and the lighting is really bad.
No, there's no need to apologize.
Allison,
so what?
Allison, you look amazing in any lighting. You look great.
What are we actually doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, we were just going over a topic thing. You can't see my face because I'm doing a screen sharing. I was just going over a debate org.
I lost you again.
I was going over a debate when you called. I was going over someone saying no, and it's actually funny because I really don't know what this person is saying. It goes against nature. Like, eliminating bullying is a fight against millions of years of evolution, which allowed us humans to go to the top of the food chain pyramid. And I'm like, excuse me? What?
Well, I think he's probably talking about like Darwin and evolution, and that, you know, I think the strongest survive, saying that the strongest people beat up other people, and that's how they survive. I don't know.
Because when I was thinking food chain, I was like, we better not be eating each other.
I mean, it's happened.
That's fine. It's fine.
That happened.
No.
So apparently now we're going into cannibalism. But anyway.
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
Let's not bring that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this back down. Hold on. I'm gonna take this down for a minute.
Just a bit.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I just stopped sharing.
Great.
I stopped doing the share screening.
Now, let me see. Amanda, do you mind if I take?
Because I can't see you, but you don't like to.
What?
What? Poor connection.
Amanda. Either one of you.
Yeah, that's weird. It's probably because it takes a while to load up.
Oh, great service on my phone. It's just really good.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Amanda, do you mind if I?
Are?
Do you mind if I take this little bit right here and ask Allison a question?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, all right. Okay. Allison, I understand that you were bullied as well.
Oh yes, I was.
So, would you could you tell us about that?
And I was actually talking to. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. Sorry. It's of going in and out, so it's a little choppy. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Oh, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Well, when I was younger, well, I started acting when I was 8. And I think a lot of times kids may be jealous or whatever, and they would make fun of me. But the real bullying came when I went to a new school when I was 12. And it was the same girl for 7 years. And she would started making fun of my clothes because I didn't have as much money as them. So they made fun of my clothes. Then they made fun of how I talked. Then they just would make up stories about me, try to get people to stop be so nervous and so upset going to school that I would wake up and I would throw up because I was so scared to go to school.
Oh man.
It followed me to college because the same girl went to my same college, but people soon realized there that she was not a nice girl. So she was actually trying to get, it's a word called blackball. She was trying to get, make it so people at USC didn't want to talk to me or be my friend, but people there soon realized she was not a nice girl. And I went on to have 4 really great years and make lots of great friends because bullying and being a nasty didn't fly. So I got lucky in that. After 7 years, when I was able to, for 4 good years of school. But yeah, I mean, she was nasty. I would cry a lot, and she would make up stories about me and make fun of me, and it was not good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's horrible to go through that, you know.
Yeah.
And then let me say this. I was bullied too because I was into, Power Rangers, and people would like, I would act like I'm talking to my watch, like communicator or something like that, and all that stuff. And I was just, the way I see it is, back then it did bother me when I was a kid. I was like, I don't understand why they would be picking on me because I like this thing. It's like, but now that I'm older, well, semi-mature, but
I think we're all semi-mature at this point.
Yeah. Hey, what's so wrong with being weird? Nothing at all. But my point
at all.
Yeah.
Much more interesting people, that's for sure.
Yes, we are very interesting people. But what I was going to say was, I say to myself, go ahead. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
What was that?
I think That was weird. Can you hear me now?
No?
I can see you talking. Oh, yeah. Good.
Okay. So what I was going to say was, but now it's like, I'm proud of what I'm into. I mean, I love watching the show. I mean, I've grown up with the show since 1993, and, watching everything it can teach everybody. I mean, I know people are like, what was it teaching you? How to go fight a bunch of giant monsters and a giant robot? No, it teaches you teamwork and respect for your fellow man.
Very important. Yeah.
Exactly. And, and sometimes I do see that, people lose that, and they did, kind of like, here's a perfect example. I mean, this is not really bullying, but how people came together. When one bad thing happened, and that was 9/11, everybody came together at that day. That was that's the biggest thing that changed everybody's lives. And is if we could, I mean, I know that not everybody's going to get along. You don't have to like everybody, but all I ask is that people respect people. Just show them respect. Don't treat them like they're
That's all it is.
Abomination.
That's all it is.
Exactly. Don't treat them like they're some like abomination or something. Treat them like you would want to be treated with respect. But anyway, Amanda, do me a favor. I'm gonna have to leave this call, but invite me right back in because I just set up my computer again. So.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, I have to invite you back in again? I have to invite you again? Okay.
Yeah, just invite me back in.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Maybe I'll invite him back in. But no, I'll invite him back in. No, but actually, I have a bullying story that goes back to high school, too. In fact, I was actually bullied when I was actually starting middle and through high school. And one of the things that actually got me terrified was of a misunderstanding, and it caused one kid to actually threaten my life. And I didn't
really.
Yeah, I didn't tell. I was like so confused at that point, scared. Then I went home. I just didn't want to talk to my mom because I knew if I told my mom, she would immediately go to the school. And I told her, don't. I don't want to go back to that school. And but every day I had to go back to that school because she had to drop me off, and sometimes she would actually literally drop me off at the front door.
Yikes.
Like she wouldn't leave the premises unless I was on the school premises. But to be honest with you, I think because of my mom, I did get through some of the worst times, and I wouldn't be who I am without her. And but the next day, that next day, I was actually called to the principal's office, and there I met my alleged bully who threatened my life. And I'm like, oh, crud. And we talked about it, and it was all a misunderstanding because I was throwing something away, but that person thought that I was throwing something at her. So she wanted to make my day a living hell by threatening my life.
Yikes. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's like you hear things all the time, but if someone says that to you,
you're cutting out, hon. I can't.
Your whole perspective of life changes at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Allison, what would you say? I think she said you were cutting out on her end.
Hello?
I'm having trouble hearing both.
That's weird.
I'm doing fine on my end, and I.
Oh my God, you guys! Connection now.
Oh.
See you now.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It happens.
Could it be my phone?
It might be on your end because we can hear.
Guys, maybe it's my phone.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Because sometimes if you're not in a really good area.
can't hear you.
We're
Could it be my phone because it's getting really hot?
I don't know
well,
technology that well.
I would say, I mean, like I said, it's not
I can
because it's
see you now, but I can't. Oh, you're gone, but I can't hear you.
Okay. We can hear you. I think it's because your connection. It's your connection, and it's bringing it in like choppy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have. I have. Sorry.
No, we didn't say anything.
Where are you guys?
I'm in a hidden part of my house.
It comes into like a delay. I think that's what you're getting. You're getting like a little lag or a delay when we're speaking. That's probably why you can't hear us.
Stupid phone. Guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
An extra battery because it's down to 18. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna put the new battery in.
Okay.
Good.
And because it's getting high, like you started telling me your story and then I like missed half of it. So,
Okay.
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 We'll see. We'll see you in a bit. We'll see you.
Yeah. See you in a bit. Technology.
You gotta love technology.
Yeah.
Sometimes technology can be bullies themselves.
Yeah, it's like, ha ha ha, you can't do this. But
Actually,
yeah.
one of my coworkers is actually working on AI, and I said, "Did you not watch the movie 2001?"
What about Terminator?
AI is a bad idea.
Yeah. Has anybody ever seen Terminator? Anybody here?
No, but getting back to the out of that whole misunderstanding, I mean, that was probably the worst thing that happened to me, but I think getting tormented a lot because I was different and because I had an aide at school, and that was kind of a giveaway to know that I was different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only getting worse because nowadays autistic kids are more vulnerable to be targeted for bullying.
Right.
Actually, I'm going to do another screen share. Autism Speaks actually released 7 new steps of how to approach bullying.
Why does it say that Allison's still in here?
I don't know.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. Should it be Bach?
Okay, so I'm going to do a screenshot again. And of course, I skipped 1 and 2. You can't just do that. So hold on. Okay, so the first step is to have a conversation. And, yay!
Okay, I think that's going to be better because the battery was so hot and my phone was so hot. So, talk so I can see if I can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
I can hear you both.
Yep.
Yay!
So far, so good. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
It's okay.
And
Oh.
I'm behind.
now my screen is completely okay. There.
Gotta love.
Wait here.
Gotta love technology.
Well, and 2 guys. I have a Samsung 3, so and I have Virgin Mobile, which is just kind of garbage. And I'm trying to push the speaker here. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't have
But anyway, the first thing you want to do if to talk to your kids about bullying is to start a conversation. It always starts with the parents. Get your kids alone to talk about what bullying is. And what would you actually say to kids? Nate, what would you say to kids to start a conversation about bullying?
Okay, wow, that's a tough one. I think that's because, I'd say, first I'd ask them, what would you do if you're in a situation of being bullied?
would you, would you ignore it, or would you try to talk to somebody about it and get them involved and let them know that you are being treated terribly from another person? The way I see it is, this is my whole thing about the bullying, okay? The way I see you should do it, you should definitely tell somebody that you're being picked on, you're being treated terribly because, somebody's bullying you, they're picking on you. You should always talk to a parent. You should always I tell them, talk to your parents. And if you talk to a teacher. And sometimes, I think with that, kids should tell their parents, this, and if the parents should react and go to the school and talk to the principal about it.
Because not all adults are going to stop the situation.
No, exactly. And that's the thing. But I think
my parents didn't.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I said this before, when people say, "Oh, just ignore it. Just, don't pay any mind to it." It's like, well, it's kind of hard to ignore it when it escalates even more. You could say you can ignore it.
Yep.
I mean, I sometimes I could say that too. I say, like, look, just ignore, don't think about it, don't worry about it. But at the same time, when it comes to bullying, that's a hard thing to ignore. When you're getting picked on constantly every single day of your life in high school, anything, like Allison said, she was like you said, you were bullied for so long up to college, and that's just, you could say, oh, well, it won't follow me here. This will go away. It's not going to go away if that person is still going to be anywhere near your life. So the way I see it is, You need to stand up and talk to somebody about this. You need to tell somebody, listen, I'm getting picked on because this person. And to be honest, the way I see it is, when bullies pick on people, the way I see it is, it's because their life is not good. They're going through a tough time. And they think by making people's lives miserable, that makes them feel better. Exactly. And that's not okay. I mean, it's terrible that people go through stuff like that and get, they're having a tough time, but to treat other people differently because they're having a bad life,
it kind of brings up 2 and 3. You have to develop a plan and to teach the kids tolerance for others.
Okay. Tolerance, which means exactly like, tolerate, deal with what they're doing, or what? What's that mean? Explain that.
I don't know. I haven't been in school in ages. Just kidding. No, but I think what they're trying to say is you need to tolerate people's manners, understand who they are. It's like, why don't you get to learn about that person? Understand what they're going through.
Right.
Actually, in middle school, I would actually, I wouldn't say ditch my classes. There was this program that I would do that would make me ditch my classes, but I don't want to say ditch. So I could actually help out some special education kids. And that actually gave me extra credit. And I loved it. I got along with everyone there. Shame I didn't get to do that in high school.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just Nate disappeared.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like hearing maybe half of what you're saying. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine. No, but
God, you guys. See, thing is I have. I can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay.
Guys, this is a perfect example. Do not choose Virgin Mobile.
Oh, great! Now we're gonna get hate mail for that.
What do you mean Virgin Mobile's not great? It works fine. Yeah. All right, go on.
Me doing this at home with 8 animals barking and jumping on me was just not like an option. So
That would have been fun.
Yeah, we saw the Instagram video of them stealing your bed.
Oh my god, that reminds me of my my brother's talk. They always yeah, he likes to steal their bed.
They're like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. They're all gonna sleep in the same room with me tonight. Great, I'm gonna sleep great. But so yeah, I agree with you on that, Amanda. What I heard anyway. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll be posting the links at the end of this broadcast anyway, so people can like read about all of the like sources that I'm broadcasting tonight. And actually, I'll stop with those 3, not unless if there's something interesting about 6 and 7.
Okay.
Because I do self-advocate for autism and other things as well. And the last 6 things is to learn your rights as someone who has special needs and to speak up. That's the most important rule, is to speak up about bullying.
Exactly.
Speak up.
Don't be a bystander.
Exactly. That's what I was saying before you.
And don't take it. I took it and took it. Some teachers saw it, and how my parents, parents really need to have a meeting with like the principal or the school therapist and the other kids' parents, because when it goes on and on, as a kid, you can only stand up for yourself so much. When your kid starts cutting themselves, or they start being sick, like physically sick and not wanting to go to school because they're afraid, it is your right to go to school and feel safe and be treated with kindness. And if there's, someone at school hurting you, really, really speak up, really, that you get help. Because teachers saw this for 7 years. My parents saw this, and it was not good for me. It was really, really not good. And you deserve to get a good education and be able to focus. So that speak up is really important, right. Amanda. It really is.
It's kind of like at the beginning of this broadcast.
You guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you perfectly.
It's kind of like at the end, the beginning of the broadcast, where I actually
good.
I actually asked Nate to get a crumpled a plain piece of paper, and then crumple it up, and then I said, I want you to get rid of the edges and make this thing flat again. And Nate was like, huh?
Yeah, because I was trying to get the gist of it, because
there was one other thing. I was going to use toothpaste, but then I'd be wasting my toothpaste.
Yes, then you'd have to go to the
get back to the piece of paper. But what I was trying to tell Nate, that is saying that the paper, this is the bullying victim, and the amount of creases and curves and rips that it has on its body, that's caused by bullying. It can never be, the scars will never go away.
Right.
Actually, that's one of the things that they're teaching kids in school, that trying to crumble up piece of paper. And then a mom actually told her daughter to take her toothpaste, and I want you to empty it out. And she did. And then the mother said, okay, I want you to put the toothpaste back into its bottle. And the daughter was like, no, I can't put it back in. And the point of that was, once you say words to people, you can't take it back.
That's a good example. That's the
thing we need to do. We need to do these kind of activities in elementary and middle school, so things like they can understand the consequences, like just out of simple things, out of simple objects.
Now, Amanda, you have said that you want to be a speaker at schools and everything, right?
Yeah, in fact, some of my coworkers are actually trying to get me to that level, but so far, I don't know where that's going to go yet.
Okay, well, I think you should do it. That's a big thing, I mean, I've seen like people come in like, personal speakers, and I've saw that in my high school, and that's a big thing. And I think that, treating, because bullying is a big problem these days, more than usual. And it's not just regular bullying. It's like,
it's gotten worse, cyberbullying.
Yeah, bullying over technology. Because the thing
really
is,
bad.
now this is the thing, okay? Let me give you an example, okay? This is going to go for Allison and you, okay?
Okay.
If some random person just messaged you out of nowhere, Allison, okay, and said, "Oh, so you were on Power Rangers?" Well, that doesn't make you anything. You're worthless. You were on a kid show. Good for you, and you're making mustard now. I mean, your career went downhill. What are you doing? Why don't you, get a life or something? I mean, what would you say to that? What would you say to that person if they're bullying you behind a computer and they're not saying it in front of your face, but they're just typing it out? What would you do, Allison? How would you handle that situation?
I think the best way to deal with someone bullying you is, well, especially like that, is that person is in a lot of pain.
Exactly.
No one is nasty to anyone else unless they're very unhappy themselves, and they might be getting it from their parents or their wife or their husband or their friends. Normally people who are nasty like that, they're not doing okay.
Exactly.
So for me, if I got that, I wouldn't even speak back. Like, I wouldn't write back.
Okay.
Because I know, like, I mean, I'm about to shoot two films, and I just had a meeting with my agent. Like, I know my own worth.
Yeah.
And even if you don't, do movies and don't feel like you have a cool job or whatever, you are special being who you are, and nobody is you.
Exactly.
And you have something to teach everybody else. So what someone's viewpoint is, especially if someone is trying to put you down, they normally have a very, very low sense of self-worth.
Right.
So at school, when this girl, and I won't say her name, I actually, my senior year, started calling her Demona for female demon. Calling her that.
I love that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I was never nasty back to her. I knew that she had a very rough home life. But she did a lot of damage to me, but I was never nasty back to her because that's not who I am. So I would say, stay who you are. If you start having conversations, especially online with people feel really brave when they're online, because they have the screen and they have the keyboard, and you can't chase them and punch them, or they can
exactly.
feel very, very brave, right?
Hard on them.
Yeah. And I mean, have you ever, since you got back,
if at school. Sorry.
Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Sorry, Nate.
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, no, sorry. My biggest regret with this girl was not standing up for myself more. Not saying, you know what you're doing is not okay. Your behavior is mean and it's cruel and it's not okay. And I'm going to make sure that I get a meeting with your parents and my parents, and I'm going to the school therapist or the principal, and because you have a right to be happy and to go to school and to be able to focus and study, and don't be like me and just let it go on year after year, because I just it makes me sad that I didn't speak up sooner. It took the end the end of my senior year to tell her that her behavior was not okay. That's a long time. 7 years is a long time.
Right.
So I'd say stand up for yourself. You have to be your very best friend, and no one will care for you as well as you can. So if your parents won't help, if the school won't help, call the kid's parents and say, this is going on and this is hurting me, really.
Right.
How would you get their phone number?
Sorry?
How would you get their phone number, though?
Well, most, I think most kids in school, can't they find like someone to tell them, or isn't there like a school roster, or no?
No, nowadays when I
was in high school many years ago, so I don't know.
Nowadays when I was in school, you would either have to break into the office to find out, or just threaten it out of someone.
Or you have, or sometimes you can even look at people's. I mean, you could Google people's names and they'll tell you.
That's the thing. You can actually Google people and their phone numbers. That's the scary thing.
Really scary. Yes, but mine is private. But I went to a school and there were 46 girls in my class for 7 years. So I could not get away from this girl because I had such a tiny little school. Right. So yes, most kids don't really have that. But I would just say, don't go low. Don't start calling names. Don't fight. Don't stoop to their level. And just know that school is going to end. It's going to pass. You're going to be a grown up before you know it, and you can choose all your friends, all your people who surround you, and life is going to get better. It does. High school does pass, and it passes more quickly than you think. And then suddenly you're.
Right.
Sure.
Now, well, what I was going to ask you, Allison, since you didn't get back into the fandom of Power Rangers back until like 2014, right?
I didn't even know that I had fans. So.
Oh, a lot of them didn't. Like, wow, they remember me. How's this possible?
2014.
You never forget the tough soldier girl.
Yeah. And now, have you had any problems with that on your fan? Because I know that when you started your fan page, have you ever had any problems with harassment or people, just totally treating you horrible on there? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Technology.
Oh, technology. You gotta love it.
Yeah, I think we're having some technical difficulty here. Allison?
I think she's still on. I just don't think that we can hear each other, or if she can hear us.
I have no idea. Usually she pops right back in and she says hello. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, why don't you send her a message to see what's going on and see if she's okay?
I'm gonna hold on. Let me try something. No, I don't want to do that.
Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna mute myself for a sec. My dad was calling me, so let me mute myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this broadcast soon because we actually went through a lot today, and I'll end it in 5 minutes. You can go talk. I'll talk to everyone.
Okay. Well, don't end it yet, because I wanted to do that.
You don't know I'm the host, right?
Hey, remember we talked about this?
Okay, fine.
Okay, wait.
There we go.
All right, she's gonna come back in.
If I invite her back in, let me see if I can.
She's having some technical difficulties.
No, but actually, before we end this thing, I want to show you guys one last thing. And I told you about this. This was the Caden case from Texas. He was set on fire. Okay. And we still don't know the whole story yet. We still don't know the whole story. But from what the mother is saying, that the two boys intentionally set the kid on fire.
Okay.
Because
welcome back. We missed you.
Yay!
Can you hear us?
Okay, then. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No. This has happened to us before. We did this at the interview.
This was really bad.
It happens. It happens. It happens.
No, I was gonna just end on one more thing before we ended this. It was about, do you know about this case in Texas where a kid was set on fire?
I cannot hear you. What?
Do you remember there's a kid in Texas who was set on fire?
When?
This was last month, or a little bit earlier.
I can't.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Really?
Yeah. It's right now the case is like a he said, she said. But right now, the only person who really knows what happened is that kid, and that kid is still on life support. And that kid is still on life support, and he's going to be off it next week. So we won't know anything until next week. So hold on, let me see if I can where'd I? No, but what happened was, I can give you a little bit of a detail on what happened. There were these kids playing with Caden, and apparently they thought it would be fun to go out to an old shack and play. But then one report said that one of the kids doused him with gasoline and the other one set him on fire. And Caden suffered like second-degree burns from his head to like his chest, I think.
It's horrible.
In fact, I think there's an update on an article about it because they actually found the second teen and charged him with arson. But for some odd reason, the police there think that this was not a case of bullying after all. And that confuses me a little bit. Because if you talk to some of the other kids, they actually said themselves that this was not an accident, this was intentional. But like I said, we won't know anything until next week.
Right.
When because he's in an induced coma. He has to stay that way.
Oh, the baby.
It's terrible.
Let me see if I can, is this the video? Let me see if I can find it.
I think the police need to look at these kids' parents. How does a kid get that sick? You have to be really sick and very ill to hurt somebody like that. You know?
Yeah, that is very horrible. That somebody would even do that.
Normal people who have normal daily problems aren't in that, that much pain to actually want to do that to somebody. You have to be not okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if they go deeper into this case and find out it was more to it than that, then these kids' lives are basically over. I mean, their names are not going to be published because they're underage, so they can't release names. But they know in the cities, their lives are over.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
kids' parents.
It's horrible.
So I can't get the video, but I can show you some of the tweets that people have been posting. This was him before this whole thing happened, and they actually said he had special needs, but they never confirmed if he had autism or not.
He's only 10?
And this is what happened, and this is the aftermath.
Oh my God.
10 years old, Amanda?
10 years old. One person writes, bully sets autistic kid on fire in Kerrville, Texas. These are not children, they're animals. And then another tweet says, this breaks my heart and my head. Bully set fire to an autistic boy. And so far, the investigation is still open. And it better be still open because I think people are really pissed off right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, let me chime in here. Whether he's autistic or not, you do not do that to anybody. You do not do sick things like that. That is terrible. That is very messed up. You know, that's you know, that's taking bullying to a whole nother level. I mean, that's just terrible. That's just.
Yeah, I actually there was another case where there was an autistic kid. You guys remember the ice bucket challenge?
Yeah, you told me
Sick.
about that.
It's sick.
I don't know if Allison knows about this, but there was an autistic kid who wanted to do the ice bucket challenge, but apparently there were some kids who thought they could take advantage of that, so instead of putting water in the bucket, they put other things that I'm not going to describe what they are.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
It's too vulgar to understand. Like, I can't even say it.
Yeah.
And I think...
What? Sorry, honey?
No, you can go.
No, please.
Oh, no. Well, I think some of those kids were charged, but I'm not too sure. Because like I said, if it's juveniles or teens underage, you can't know their names. You can know who got charged, you just can't know who they are.
Right.
And to be honest, they should be lucky that the legal system is on their side for that part of it, at least. I really, like, it can protect bullies, like, for so long, but then when you get towards 18, you get no more chances. That's it.
Exactly.
But anyway, I think this is actually going to bring an end to this. Nate, do you want to end with anything?
Yeah, very quick. Two things. One, make sure you guys tune into LR4's episode 67, which Amanda will be titling. It will be based on the new episode that comes this week. And
yeah, I brought this upon myself.
Actually, you know, I don't mind you titling. I mean, it helps me more. That way, you know, makes you guys participate more. But make sure you tune in on that. And in honor of Allison for joining us, which is such an honor.
Here we go.
Here we go. Us. Allison, can you hear me?
You guys. Oh, thank you for asking me.
No problem.
No problem.
Thank you for asking me. It meant a lot to me, and I'm sorry I joined you late. What? Can you hear me? Because I had so much trouble hearing you now. So
it's okay. It's probably a delay. But in honor of you being here, I've got my growl phone here.
I didn't come up with this.
Sorry. Okay.
I did. We had Deborah here before, and I did more for her. So I wanted to do this in honor to you.
And I'll be out of the screen for this one.
All right. Ready. One access.
You guys are so in and out. I'm sorry.
Right.
Guys?
No, it's fine. We should thank you guys for watching, and continue for this month, because it is Bullying Prevention Month, to show awareness. Don't be a bystander. If you see bullying happening, do not ignore it, report it, or just try to be a friend to someone in need. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. We'll see you later. Bye.